All right, hello everyone, and welcome to the Holocron. Got some GACs to play today. Stormpooper says new music. Indeed, there is going to be some new music playing today. I'm messing around with some stuff, so bear with me. And tell me if the music is too loud or too soft or whatever. I'm learning as I go here. I did some testing. It seemed to be balanced where I've got it positioned, but you guys keep me informed. Let me know. It's a new player. It's new, different music. It's all kinds of stuff here. All right. Wet Pliskin says hello, DL. Jellywatch says greetings, my dear. How's things in Germany? Wep says dank. Nice. I'm drinking out of my Star Wars coffee cup. I've got here the periodic table of Star Wars. So it combines science, engineering, and chemistry with Star Wars. I don't know why my wife would think that I would like such a gift, but, she got it for me. So turns out she's spot on. She's pretty smart, that lady. She's got me figured out. She knows me after all these years. All right, so it is our fleet payout window on the Loquitur account. So we are going to play some fleet battles to make our climb. Well, we're doing some Grand Arena stuff, so I'm going to do that. And you guys can ask me any questions that you've got about the game, about accounts, about the new light speed bundles being completely ridiculously overpowered for new players. Man, if you're in your first year of play and you don't have the characters in these light speed bundles, the Princess bundle is kind of a ripoff compared to the others. But dear Lord, these bundles are high value. Holy cow. So, yeah, I think another good series sequence of monetization for the company. I think they'll make a lot off of these Lightspeed packs that they've got out. So, yes, for newer players, people who don't have all the stuff in the game yet, highly recommend these new packs. Let's go take a look at them here in a second when I'm done with this fleet battle. I got to go first. So whenever you get to go first in this battle, it kind of feels like a foregone conclusion. But we got to play it out and work our way up on our placement here. Okay. I should have saved that for Houndstooth. I'm chatting with the chat and not paying enough attention. Okay, we'll do that for now. All right. We dodged. Sure. All right, here comes the Houndstooth, I'm sure. Yeah. Punish me for putting the... Yeah, you know what? Let's just try to work around it. Bring in some area of effect damage. Mark the target for death. And then we can just put it in auto and wait for the thing. Dank Ideal says my wife, we are usually spot on. I hate the ISB. The ISB. Oh, the negotiators bumped me from top 3 to top 10 or so. Huh. Oh, Jellywatch says he hates the light speed bundles. All of them or just the new ones? Do you just hate light speed bundles in general? I mean, it's a good catch-up mechanic. In a way, So here is a truth, okay? I had a bad reaction to the pass. to the new system that they brought in that's requiring us to buy a pass. And the funny thing is, if you go all the way back to the start when I made the Darth Loquitur account in the first place, the first few months I played, I was spending $20 a month on crystals. And in my very original presentation, I said I'm planning to spend $20 a month on the account. Now that I have to buy this pass on the Darth Loquitur account, I'm upset by it. And it's so funny, the difference between when you feel like you've got a choice and you can spend the $20 because you want to, versus feeling like you have to spend the money or get left behind. So just that it's better, it's giving me more loot in the game, but the feeling like I have to do it makes me not like it. So I get that some people don't like the Lightspeed bundles because it feels like, well, you have to farm the new stuff and you have to wait for Lightspeed bundles to get the old stuff. But look at this, $10 gets you all the Jawas. And now we just don't have to worry about it. We dust our hands off. There's no farming. There's no relicking these Jawas. We just get them all at Relic 3. Is that worth $10? So having a Relic Jawa team in the game to put on defense in Grand Arena, etc., no, it's not worth $10. Who cares, right? But for the peace of mind of knowing that I never have to waste good materials on Jawas again for the rest of my account, makes me want to click buy. And I may indeed buy this bundle on Loquitur. Now I've got, I think, 2 of the Jawas already relicked, 1 or 2. Same thing here with Tuskens. Look at this, Relic 5 Tuskens. Do I want Relic 5 Tuskens? Well, I don't know, maybe not. It's kind of mediocre, right? But you do get some of the newer characters, right? These guys came out with the Crate Raid, the Tusken Warrior and the Tusken Chieftain. And I just don't ever have to worry about taking them to Relic 5. I just have them, and I'm never going to have to spend good materials on them. So with these Lightspeed bundles, like the Jawas and the Tuskens, just don't worry about it, right? We're done. And then Afra, I think this one's overpriced. $50 for the Afra bundle seems like a lot. But BT1 and 000 are needed for territory battles to fill in the objectives. So there's uses for this as well, right? So yeah, I think that's a bit pricey, but yeah, the Jawas and Tuskens, I think, are pretty good. The Jabba bundle, I'm on the Jabba journey already, and I've relicked Chrysanthemum, Bush Leia here, Fett, Greedo, and I've got all the stuff placed on the Gamorrean Guard. So the amount of relics that I would get out of this is too low, right? On the Lex account, for example, because I'm already in the Jabba journey. But if you're just starting out your account and you're building an Executor and you're going to go into Jabba later, man, this is a lot of progress for $24. So I think those are some high value bundles. This one, again, $20 for 4 relics doesn't seem that great. I'm not a big fan of that one. So, but certainly the Jawas and the Tuskens and the Jabba journey feel pretty good to me. Let's catch up on chat over here. I did Tuskens just for Lord Vader alone. I got Smugglers for the Kira. Nice. Dank said, I got Afra and I'll just use the droids with Shorty until I get Afra. Nice. Until I get Afra. Gear Afra. Sword Pooper says, I bought the Jawas and the Tuskens. I talked myself out of the Afra bundle, but I could be talked back into it before it leaves. I'm not sure. Jellywatch says, nah, the only Lightspeed bundle they bring me to struggle in the fleet arena. This... So you like the Lightspeed bundles for the fleet arena stuff. These ones I hate. Interesting. All right, well, I haven't seen any comments on the music volume. Is the music volume good? Does it need to be louder, softer? We like it where it's at. We don't like it. Let me know. Let me know. All right, I'm going to put this thing on shuffle, and I'm just going to shuffle through a bunch of different songs. We'll try to make use of this tool I downloaded. So I don't know, you want me to just play random music in the background, guys, or do you want me to like change it every time I do a battle in GAC? What do you think is entertaining? Storm says good where it is or just slightly louder. I'll put it on slightly louder. See what happens. Dank says just shuffle it. Alright. Well, I'll put it on shuffle for now and see what you guys like. Tad louder. Alright, we'll put it right here. And then we'll test it through a few songs and see where that goes. Alright, and if it gets too loud, you guys will let me know that, I hope. Okay, how much time do we have before another fleet battle? 15 seconds. Good timing. Alright. I think I actually have to avoid both of these guys. Alright, here we go. We can fight here. Work our way up a little bit at a time. I've been practicing the profundity versus the... Yeah, this one's not going to go well for me. He went first and also killed completely my Xanadu blood, so that's not fantastic. It's just a loss. We'll get out of here. Not waste our time. So I've been messing around with that profundity versus Leviathan battle. Trying to beat Leviathans with my profundity. As shown by chat in a recent GAC. Alright, let's spend some energy here. We should have free energy, right? Yeah, let's claim that. For anybody who didn't watch my videos, my update video from last week, just as a kind of a public service, do watch out for completing this track. If you've gotten all the way through it, like I'm all the way through the track now, working on the bonus reward. But if I were to claim all of this currency, I still have one more shop to go in this pass, right? So we have this shop. We have the one that's coming up in 2 days and 16 hours. And if I claim all that currency, by the time the next shop opens up, I won't be able to buy the things I want out of the shop. So just a word of caution. I'm playing it safe. I'm leaving these last two slots of currency unclaimed. And then when the next shop opens up, I can buy whatever I want, leave myself at 30,000. And then when the next shop opens up after that, I can always just buy what I want right away. So I'm going to kind of bank the currency from shop to shop. That's my plan. All right. Your original song is a banger. You like that? Tusken Meathead said they're increasing the cap to 100K soon. Yeah, that would be good. I mean, they gave us rewards in the mail that were almost the cap. Like I got, I think, what, 26,000 or something like that in the inbox, and that's like the whole shop. But you can really buy almost everything you want. If you got the pass, like I've got the pass on this account, I've bought all the stuff that I want, and I still have currency left over. You know, I can buy this carbonite circuit board. I can buy other stuff out of here. Like right before the shop ends, I'll see if there's anything else that I want out of here to purchase. But yeah, like all the stuff that I would want to purchase, I've been able to make all those purchases out of the shop, no problem, with the pass. So again, I mean, it's a good deal. I hate that feeling that I have to get it, you know, that feeling like everybody else is going to do it and I'm going to get left behind if I don't buy it. It's a sales tactic. Obviously, they're generating that feeling, right? They're trying to give you that feeling. All right, well, let's get into Grand Arena and take a look. Oh, and they're adding 2 more Omicrons per week. Oh, that 5 Omicrons per week out of the shop will give you a full 20 over the course of the month. I think that's fair because they keep creating these characters that have 3 Omicrons on them, and it's every conquest. So, like, every conquest, if you get the character, where are you going to get your 3 Omicrons, right? So I think you'll get 1 from the shops. You'll probably be able to develop 1 just from farming. So you'll still need to look for Omicron materials or not develop every character that comes out of the conquest, you know. Pick the GAC ones if you like that. Pick the territory war ones when you need to, etc. But yeah, so I think that's fair. And that would give you 20 per season. Or per, what do they call it, episode. Okay, let's get into GAC and start taking a look around here. Let's enter, and let's look at Shenanigoats. I like everything about this matchup. My opponent's got a fun name, Shenanigoats, and he's scum, and he's part of the guild Retribution Reborn. So, like, cool name. Interesting account, 9.6 million, 570 characters, 38 ships. If you look at Galactic War Battles 1, 9,600. So this account's like 2.5 years old. So this player has invested in light speed bundles. But this is kind of like what you could get if your account's a couple years old and you're willing to invest in all that light speed stuff as it comes along. So, pretty cool. I feel like we'll be seeing more accounts like this in the future. It does have Leviathan and Executor, but in this case he's missing the Profundity. Malevolence, Negotiator, Radis, all that stuff. Pretty complete on the ships that he needs. There are some ships down here that aren't finished yet, but they're either stuff for Profundity or stuff that he, like, let's say maybe doesn't need for the moment. Character-wise, you get 6 Galactic Legends out of 8. So he's missing Sith Eternal and Lord Vader. But then he's got Malik, Revan, Jedi Knight Cal, Bo-Katan, Gungans, Malicos. So he's got like all of the Conquest characters and the newer stuff done. Let's see if he has great mothers and stuff like that, or if he's playing like playing a lot like the Loquitur account, I imagine. Yeah, so he's playing a lot like Loquitur. He's getting the stuff as it becomes available to farm. He's spending money on this though too, because look, he's got these great mothers already at 6 dots. So he either bought more shards during the Marquee event, or he's farming them like heck, trying to get them to 7 stars. But anyway, I mean, good choices for account building. I love to see it. I love to see players that are like clever about playing the game and making good decisions. Mara Jade, fastest non-GL character at 341. That'll be 411 if we see that Star Killer team. So that's beyond what I have to deal with it. Seventh Sister, 339. And then, like you might expect, by the time you get down a few layers, the speed starts dropping off to 292. And then a few more levels down. You know, and that's what you would expect, right? An account like this, you can get a lot of characters, but you still struggle to, let's say, have good mods on everybody. So the player does have good mods, and the characters that have the good mods on them are very well modded. But you just don't have the depth to have, like, everybody with good mods. So, but it's interesting. And you know, Kyber 3, holding his place in Kyber 3 pretty strongly. So, good stuff. Oh, let's look at Datacrons too while we're here. So the Datacrons, again, look a bit like Loquitur, right? I think he's got more Datacrons than I do. Indications that he's spending the 100 cost refreshes, certainly at least more than I am. But he forgot to put him on defense. So probably, you know, the set changed over on 3v3, and then in 5v5, I think he just forgot to come in and place Datacrons. He's got plenty of them, and he's got a lot of full relic teams that just don't have Datacrons. So if my opponent watches this, check your defense, update your Datacron situation. But we've got Third Sister Inquisitors here. We've got Queen Amidala. Got a Grievous team that I don't feel very threatened by. It has a Wat Tambor in it, which I don't think Wat Tambor is going to stop us from just hitting this thing with a Wampa. Gungans are here. We can Bo-Katan that. The Jabba team, we'll probably try Night Sisters there, see if we can make that work. We've got Leia that will probably try to use Bane. Rey here will probably use JML. And then we've got Qui-Gon Jinn here with a level 9 Eth-Koth-Kron. But probably we'll use our own Jedi here. We've got stuns, so we'll probably try to bring in like a Jedi Knight Revan Jedi team and try to pick off Qui-Gon. Even if we don't succeed with that team, then we can always come back in and clean it up. So I'm going to try to work my way through here kind of, let's say, smartly. And see what's on the back wall. Let's see about this fleet battle. Still got to climb. Let's try again for 7th place here. And then I think we only need one more. If this works, we only need one more battle for top 5, right? All right, I won the coin toss. Put it on auto and let's go. The 2 Kairos will also become 10 and be more expensive. Again, fantastic. Nice. So 2 Kairos is just lame, right? I imagine that they will maintain the cost. So that they will stay 35 per Cairo, right? Is that what? 350, 175 per Cairo, whatever it is. And it'll just be like $17.50 for a 10 stack. That would be expected. To keep the pricing the same, I mean. So. But yeah, offering more of them. I think they should offer like a 50 stack. Why not? You know, let the players who can bank the coin really benefit from it. But I suppose that would say that would be saying basically you can't buy the Cairo unless you buy the pass. So, never mind. It's a bad idea. 10 seems like a good balance. I mean, it's 40 per month, right? It's almost a full Cairo per month. That's no joke. And we're getting full pieces off the path if you buy the pass. So in a 4-week period, that's 40 Cairo pieces that you can buy out of the shop, 3 full Cairo 100-piece parts that you get, and then some other Cairos. So it's quite a bit of loot. Everyone was saying to get Tuskens for the GAC Ami, but don't you need 2? And it's 3v3. So 40 mats for half of GAC. The Tusken Omicron, again, for me, what I would say, I would buy the Tuskens. The reason I'm thinking about buying the Tuskens is it's kind of like a lost leader type thing where I'm just saying I'm willing to spend the money just so that I never have to actually spend materials on these guys. It's that simple. As far as this goes, the Ami here went in 3v3 Grand Arenas and all allies are Tuskens. So that is specifically a 3v3 Grand Arena Omicron. So if you put that on, you would only be putting it on for Grand Arena. That is correct. And then this one, well in 3v3 Grand Arena, Boba Fett, Scion of Django, counts as a Tusken ally. So you'd only put this on if your 3v3 was somehow going to include Boba Fett, Scion of Django. So, in my opinion, I don't see a reason, well, at least in the current environment, why you would ever want to create a team with Boba Fett on it, right? Because you would want to make a team with this guy and the Tusken Raider in 3v3. So, to me, if you want it as a GAC team, you would throw the Omicron onto the Tusken Raider, and you would make the other 2 in the team durable. And I wouldn't even say that it's a winning team. There's so much stuff now that gets around it that would kill the other Tuskens. Ignore taunt, kill the other Tuskens, and then it's not too hard to be able to either finish off the 2 raiders with an area of effect, or to do things that permanently kill them, or to play gas or something like that, because they are still subject to the no revive rule. So it's a backwall GAC team in 3v3. That's what you would get for the price of 1 Omicron. And then I don't know that a Tusken Raider Boba Fett Chieftain team is so much better that it would justify the second Omicron. I haven't seen that team played in GACs. So if somebody tells me that, okay, once you put Boba Fett in there, it's immune to like gas or whatever, well, maybe it's worth it then. But yeah, I think the Scion Tuskens is worse. Yeah, that's what I would suspect as well. Yeah. So to me, getting the Tuskens isn't about another 3v3 team in Grand Arena. For me, the Tuskens is about whenever I have to relic that Tusken Raider, if I ever go for Lord Vader, I just don't want to have to deal with it. I don't want to have to put a relic on a character that's that mediocre. Those materials could go on Darth Revan. I could finally get him relicked instead. So this means I don't have to waste materials. That's the way I look at it. With the Jawas and Tuskens, for me, it's just an insurance policy that says, okay, that's done. I don't ever have to deal with those guys. I don't have to spend wasted materials. And those are characters that I don't currently have relicked on the Loquitur account. So it's higher value. Yeah, so that's what I think. All right, there's a lot of folks in here who have not activated their lightsabers. Lightsabers are a weapon that are handed out to all Inquisitors. It makes it real easy to carve the like button in half. You just kind of reach out, swish, flick, knock that like button out of there. Remember to do it an odd number of times, like 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, 13, 17, 21, 27, 39 are all appropriate numbers of times to hack at the button with a lightsaber. Any even numbered amount of times is just not appropriate. It's not appropriate. Don't do it. Odd numbers only. Okay. Let me take a look at something here. Let's remove that. Let's add something. Let's see if we can do this in a way where I can transfer the screen, keep the music going, and show everybody what a lightsaber looks like. That's it. Swish and flick. You can also use force lightning. There's a lot of different ways to get rid of that like button, y'all. There's also some poking that you can do at the subscribe button, notification bell, those kinds of things. All right, let's get in here and do this battle first. We don't have a POW massive Datacron here, so let's see if we can make this Sidious Bane team work. I have such mixed luck with this. Sometimes I get it and it seems easy, and sometimes I can't get it and it seems like a super big struggle. I don't know. We'll take this one. Tons of tenacity, tons of defense. It's the Datacron that I like for my Darth Bane. All right. Bane. One Sith. Leia. Let's go. Dank says, I deployed the lightsaber. Well, thank you very much. I certainly do appreciate that, sir. Okay. All right, Leia. Stop the madness. Oh. Okay. Madness continued. Okay. Looking good. Got a massive hit there. Okay. Come on. Bane looking good in this one. Like I said, it either seems like it goes like this, where it's just a one-sided battle and Bane is dominating, or it goes the other way around and he just stands there and does nothing while the opposing Leia team shreds him. Don't know. Okay. Let's get this Hutt Cartel team going. We want to use Night Sisters here. And what would this trooper look like? I don't want to put anybody in here who's durable. You know, we don't actually want good characters on this team. I might even skip the 5th. Yeah, let's skip the 5th. I don't think we need it. Yeah, but we've used it before. Maybe we need to buy the time. Okay, fine. We'll do that. We want the Asajj version, right? Deal bonus damage. Okay. Alright, let's see if we can get this Jabba team with our Night Sister jank. Talzin, Marin, Daka, Ventress, Talia. Alright, let's go. Alright. We're just wasting time until all the Night Sisters die. That's how this works. Okay, one down. Well, not all of them. We do have to keep Marin alive. Marin has lived 7 times before. My Marin has, at least. We're going to go into stealth because they're targeting her. She's starting to lose life. And I do not want to be the target. I want them to have to target somebody else. Once one of the other Night Sisters is injured, then they typically don't go back to targeting Marin right away. So we're going to do that. Okay. And then we want these other Night Sisters to die, but they're not doing a very good job of it. They are not doing a good job of dying. Okay. Let's get rid of some buffs. I know that heals some of the Night Sisters, but it's fine. It's going to be fine. Alright. Get some plagues going here. We got plenty of plague on Bush Leia. The next time she takes a turn, she should just fall over from all the plagues. Okay. Now we're down to just one Night Sister. Marin +1. Okay. We're going to leave Boba alone for a second and hope that he can get a kill there. All right. We do not want to get a kill here, but I can't help it. Okay. Ah, I'm running out of time. I just gotta go. Just gotta go. What would be ideal is if we can get some stacks of plague on him and then not kill him with a hit. Oh, Marin down. Messed around too long with it. Okay. I guess I should have just killed the Boba Fett and got on the Jabba and made the cleanup easier. But yeah, I think we can still clean this up with Imperial troopers. We're going to try that. I should know better than to do this. I should know better than to pick a team. I really got to get to the point where I've got all these guys set up on pre-built teams. Okay. Stormtrooper, let's trade out for Stark. And then we've got this Dark Trooper Jokocron. Alright. This should do the trick. Ability block, I don't think we mind that too much, right? Still going to be able to do good things. Alright, let's get the Dark Trooper going officially. We'll save the mass assist. We'll do the shred, try to get some critical hits. And then Jabba. Bang! Look at that. Look at that monstrosity of a Dark Trooper. I really need to put Relic 8 on this guy. I really need to put Relic 8, but I need like 17 Relic 8s for Galactic Legend Ahsoka Tano, so... Yikes. Auto Basic says Stormpooper. CT6969 says, what's up, DL? Just having some fun playing some Grand Arena. Very, very curious to know how people are liking the music. You guys got to give me feedback. We've heard quite a few of the songs now. The first one was good. I got some feedback on that one. Overall, what do you think? Good, bad, too much rock and roll, heavy metal style? Do we need more chill, easy listening stuff? What do you guys want? Give me feedback. I love feedback. Feedback is a gift. Ilya says hi. Well, hello. Okay, we're going to do Rey with Trash Jedi. Leftover Scrubby Scrap Jedi. We're going to take in the Shaak Ti and use the Shaak Ti Okran. We're going to use, who else? Who else can we put in our team of mediocre Jedi? Let's see. Lumi? And then we probably need one more good Jedi. Should we bring in Luke? Nar. I think we want to save Luke. Cal. So I want Revan. Let's do Yoda. You know what? Actually, let's do Hermit Yoda here. And then we could just run a team of good Jedi against that Qui-Gon team that we have to fight elsewhere. The Qui-Gon Omicron team. Need to be able to cleanse some stuns. Okay, let's do this, and then let's get back for one more fleet battle. Equip the Shock Teocron. Stormpooper says, I like them all so far. I'd just say the more amount of different songs, the better, so that it doesn't repeat the same ones too often. I have a total clip of 59 minutes of music among all the different little clips. So over time, I will try to fill that up with more. Now you guys got to answer a quiz question. Here's the quiz question. Are you ready? You ready for this? Here's the question. Where do y'all think I got this music? All right. So we'll start out with the area of effect, get some ability blocks on some people. We'll set up mastery here. And then we'll just start using it. And we'll start trying to trigger some damage immunities on people, but we don't need to if they're going to just pass away on us. That's fantastic. All right, let's pass this over here. That's a nice stun. Let's put this here for a stun. And let's put this here for a stun. Okay. Just waiting on somebody to be unstunned. Let's heal up and get ready for this alt. Flop. Okay. Nobody dies in the making of this alt. We really got to pop damage immunity over here. Get him through damage immunity. And let's try to get this guy out of here. Let's stun here. This stun is just so ridiculous. So good. Alright, we'll put mastery over here. Pop the alt. You know, because why not? When the bar is lit, we must acquit. Wait, I think I'm mixing my metaphors. Never mind. Okay. Let's see. Who needs this? Keep doing it on Luke over here. There's the damage immunity. Okay. Now let's get... Oh, nice. We got 2 kills with that. Fantastic. Get Shock T fixed up now. Damage immunity on the last character. She'll go into her second alt here. Nothing we could really do about it. He's back, and he's bigger and better than ever. Get him out of here again just for the fun of it. Alright, fine. Now we just gotta wait. Put that up. Okay. Flop. Good. Do a nice big hit there. We're not in a position to kill Rey right now, I don't think. We do need to start getting some health back, though, so let's do that. Ooh, that whirlwind. Nasty. Okay. keep working on Rey. Lumi gets mastery as well. Rey's down on her last spec. They're killing Jedi now, though. It's not what we want, y'all. Oh, another alt. This is going to be bad. And we're not ready for it. This is going to be bad, y'all. Ooh. Let's heal up here. We're going to lose Lumi. If we get down to just... Yeah, no, it's a loss now. Ugh. Alright. We're going to have to do our trick where we just let it time out to 2 seconds and then kill. And then come in and clean up Rey. That was going really well, and then it just kind of got messy in the middle. She got through that second ult to her third ult so fast. So fast. The whirlwind. We healed up a little bit, and then she did a whirlwind and took everybody down to low life. And then got another whirlwind right away. Yeah. Stormpooper says an AI generator. Yeah, I'm playing around with AI music. Yep, that's exactly right. It's man, it's a rabbit hole though. So I started messing around with it, and it was really fun. All right, let's time this out. 8, 7, 6, 4, 3, 2, go. Timed out. Perfect. Submit. Okay. Oh, man. This is a messy front zone. We're going to have to clean up 3 different battles. I underestimate Rey. You know, no Datacron with a team that's like, you know, just okay characters, nothing special. So I'm looking at that thinking, it's easy. You know, I don't even have to bring in good characters. But that's proof that I did indeed have to bring in better characters than I brought. I needed to bring some more damage. Just didn't do enough damage to get through it in time. Okay, Jedi allies stun. Okay, here we go. Jedi allies use a special ability, they stun a target. Alright, we can use this. So we're going to be able to stun these characters a lot. And we should be able to target Qui-Gon and get that done. Start there. Okay. All right, let's get everybody stunned. And we'll go back to Kiadi Mundi. No, we won't. Okay. All right. They're all angry. They don't like what we just did there. There's not much they can do about it. They were stunned. All right, we'll target him. And that should be a stun, right? We can't get over to Kiadi Mundi until we remove these buffs. That should be a stun. Okay. And then we get on Anakin here. And this should be a stun. Oh, it switched our targets. Oh, Anakin's going crazy now. Yikes. We got to get him stunned again. Too much taunt. Okay. Stun him. Take that off. Get Anakin stunned again. Now we can just hopefully finish him off. Okay. Kenobi down once. Light side tank revive enabled. Eathcoth. The reason for the Datacron. Goodbye. You know what I didn't do? I didn't go do I didn't go do my fleet battle. Let's get out of here. Let's get out of here. Okay. Let's see if we can get top 5. What do we got? We get another executor that we can fight here. Whenever I fight with my profundity, I end up dropping a lot of places. When I fight with my executor, I hold place pretty well overnight. So I should always like leave my executor on defense, but I don't always go back in there and, you know, click a battle just to throw it away. Okay. Looks good so far. Let's do this. And let's do some more of this. A little bit of this, a little bit of that, some more of these. Xanadu blood. Getting marked for death. It happens. Alright, now he's got a ship that doesn't matter. Slave 1 in the house. Let's go. Let's kill everything but Slave 1. Fine. Xanadu blood's dead. We don't even need that. We can use the basic ability here because we don't need to heal. I hate punishing 1. I hate it. I don't like it. I don't like what it did to Fleet Arena. I don't like what it did to GAC. I don't like it. Punishing 1. Thumbs down. I'm sure there's some people out there that love it, that think it's like the best thing that ever came to the game. But I don't like it when one single thing... I suppose Houndstooth was the same way back in the day, right? So like 4 years ago, Houndstooth was that thing that you had to build your fleet to beat. I just don't like that one, what I consider poorly designed ship, can change that much about the game. But okay, you know, there's nothing I can do about it. I can't actually change it. It doesn't do any good to complain. I guess, though, if they made a light side ship that shook things up in the same way, if they added something to Executor that shook things up, and then they also added something to Profundity that shook things up, I'd be fine if they did both. Yeah. I'm just whining now. Because when you talk about things that you can't affect or do anything about, that's just complaining. All right. What am I going to do here? I need enough damage to get through this. We've got a bunch of stuff that does damage. What can we afford to lose? What if we use Mandalorians here? Just use the Mandalorians, carve her up. If I see Zori Bliss on the back wall, I'll have to do something, right? We've still got several Galactic Legends. What about Wampa? No, we're going to Wampa the Grievous up top. Turn meter control isn't going to help us that much. We just need damage. Yeah, I think I'm just going to take in the Mando team. Take in the Mandos and then just say it's good enough. This team should have enough damage. And I don't feel like we're throwing away something that's precious to us. Okay. Yeah. Good enough. Bunch of Gear 12 characters. Focused fire for the win. Alright, let's see what we got on the back wall here. We've got Iden with a Relic 7. We've got Geos and Ewoks. We've learned not to underestimate the Ewoks. The Iden team could be awkward, but we've still got Galactic Legends left if we need them. Alright. Let's try this third sister with our bird team. Alright, we got a bird team here, right? With a tank to absorb the initial hit, we could put on a Kron. And try to get it done this way, right? Melinda Sanders says 13 days. 13 days until the family gets in the car, packs it up, and heads for frosty cold Indiana. Oh, yeah. Good times. Gabriel says, at this moment, as a new player, all my hatred goes to Negotiator because the gas bundle and what it did to my fleet shard. Yeah. Yeah, that gas bundle just giving everybody instant Negotiators at full power was pretty awful. Pretty awful. So either you bought it or you're left behind for just until you can build an Executor to beat it, right? Okay, let's go, birds. And then we just start doing our thing. And we save the second instance of the let's do that. We save the second instance of our dazes to make sure that we can daze this third sister when she comes back to life. No, I just said save it. I said save it and then I used it. What is wrong with me? Oh my God. Oh my God. Loquitur, you dope. All right, we're going to get lucky and get it anyway, though. So, nope. No daze on her. She is daze-proof, it seems like. Resistant to dazes and confuses. Get dazed. No. How is she immune to daze? What am I missing? What am I missing? She's got negative tenacity. Oh, boy. No, she's dazed. Alright. I guess it's just that hard-coded 15% chance that stuff doesn't work. Oh, boy. I hit that 15% a lot this match. But we didn't end up losing characters, luckily, in spite of being death-marked. Okay, we got it. We got it with the bird team for cheap. Let's do the Bo-Katan team. Wait, what? Where's my Bo-Katan team? I know I have this team made. It's a team. It's somewhere. Why do you hate me, game? Oh, boy. Alright, well, I guess we're creating the team again. Mandalorians. One of these, one of these, one of those, that, this, confirm. Person DeLoreans. Can't call them Mandalorians because it might be sexist, right? They gotta be person DeLoreans. Hey, I just did it to be funny. If you don't like my sense of humor, then, hey, that's okay. Yeah, dark side 15% turn meter, but we do have a mercenary in the team. This has got a bunch of stats, health, potency, crit chance. We'll take it. Okay, Gungans. Now they've messed up my timing several times. Bo-Katan Mandalore. Okay. All right, let's get in there. Stuff. Fire. Everybody get fire. Okay. Ouch. Sure, let's all just go in here and try to get the generator out. You see the opportunity, we'll take it. 85 stacks already, look at that. Holy cow. Nice. Sure, we'll go into the whistling bird stance. Try to hit some area of effects here to stack up some. Give him the bird. Mando wants to give him the bird. Bird alert. Have I told you guys the bird alert story? If I haven't told you the bird alert story, I'm going to tell you the bird alert story now because it's pretty funny. So, we were playing Dungeons & Dragons for our Thursday night game. And there were some big rocks, like the birds that are in the Lord of the Rings, the big giant birds that fly people around, right? Except they were small. They were like mini rocks. So one of our group saw them flying in, and he yelled out, "Bird alert," to let the rest of the party know that these birds were coming. And my daughter's eyes got really big, and she looked at me and she said, "Dado, bird alert," and then she flipped me off. So now we've got this like thing that we can joke about in public with people around, where somebody says something and it's the kind of thing that's worth flipping somebody off. She just looks at me and she goes, "Dado, bird alert." And we have a good laugh about it. She's 12. What do you guys think about a 12-year-old flipping people off? You know, my wife and I had this discussion, and I told her, I said, look, I do not want my daughter learning this stuff from other kids, right? If she knows all the dirty words and what all this stuff means and flipping people off and all that stuff, I would rather she learns it from me and understands when to use it and not use it than to learn it from other kids and either not understand it or get misinformed or whatever. So my daughter knows all the words. She knows all the stuff. And she knows to not use it in public. So, or at least that's the theory. Well, yeah, everybody's got to develop their own parenting philosophy, right? And just hope we don't screw our kids up too bad along the way. Melinda Sanders says, I was flipping off people from birth. She's a late bloomer. Mindy flips people off in her sleep. She's a sleep flipper. Comes so naturally. All right. Let's do this thing. And do this thing. Reset cat. They'll be in stealth for a couple turns, so we just got to sit here and kind of do nothing. There's no reason to do an alt too quickly. We're going to go ahead and get rid of all those debuffs right now. Let's activate Ahsoka over here. Get the Shen on her. And then we're just wasting time. Okay. I'll do the alt now. Zoop. And they should be out of stealth. On Padme's next turn here, Queen Amidala should come out of stealth. For instant execution, goodbye. See you later. Good times. Nice knowing you. Go star in other movies of a different genre, please. Okay. How many people grew up with the prequels as their Star Wars? You know, I'm old enough that I grew up with the original Star Wars were my Star Wars. How many of y'all grew up with like the prequels with young Anakin as your Anakin? I'm curious because it's funny, like the people who are my age, a lot of them didn't like the prequels and didn't like, you know, the acting in it, didn't like the script writing, didn't like a lot of stuff about it. But for people who, you know, that was the first Star Wars that they were exposed to, they love it. You know, those movies are their favorites out of all of them. Or at least, you know, from some people that I've talked to. So, I'm curious how many people in the chat are in that category. All right. Sounds like the music is exciting. I've got it on really low volume on my headphones so I can kind of hear what's playing. So it sounded like there was an exciting part right at the conclusion of that battle. Fitting. Nice. Let's throw in a cheap Datacron here. Get this Wampa going. See if we can wamp some Grievous. I had seen some Star Wars on TV, and then when I was about 12, I decided to watch them all. So I rented and watched them in order with my dad. Did you watch them in order like 1 to 6? Or did you watch them in order like 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3? Curious. I mean, I think most people would always watch 4 as 1, right? It was the first one made. So I think a lot of people consider it the first one, even though it's not episode 1. If you started with episode 1 as the first Star Wars you ever saw, it would still be fine, right? Those movies are pretty standalone. They're pretty self-explanatory. I think you could definitely watch from episode 1 as the first one. Yeah. Interesting. I never thought about that before because, of course, like I said, we had the original 3 before the prequels were ever put out. Gabriel says, yes, 1 to 6. Nice. Cool. Melinda Sanders says, only trilogy that matters is the first one. Sounds like the conversation from Clerks 2. Original Star Wars trilogy or Lord of the Rings. I also love the Pod Racer game, so I liked 1 a lot. The Pod Racer thing was cool. Pod Racer thing. I lost my suspension of disbelief in that, though. During that movie, there was one moment where I just I lost. I was no longer in touch with the movie, and I was kind of upset. There's this moment where young Anakin is in the shop, and Watto tells him that he can go do whatever, like he can go home for the day, he's done working. And this little Darth Vader, like, jumps off the stool and says, "Yippee!" and runs out. And for some reason, that broke my brain. I'm like, Darth Vader does not say yippee. Darth Vader is not a happy-go-lucky kid. This is not my Darth Vader. Like really, I really had that snap moment in the movie where I was like, no, take that yippee out of my movie. So yeah, I didn't like that part too much. All right, what are we gonna do here? We've got 2 Galactic Legends left, so we could do like Empire versus Geos. We got CLS left. We've got gas. What's the least amount of Empire that we can use for these Geos? You know what we could do for these Geos that I think would be quite effective? We could instead do like a 3-person remnant team. We could do something like this. And if that doesn't just carve through these Geos, like, I don't understand why it wouldn't. I don't feel like they've got enough damage to kill my Beskar Gideon. I don't feel like anybody's going to recommend this Geos as a counter to this team, right? Sometimes when I'm thinking about a team, I think, can I beat this team? And then I think of it in reverse. Like, if I was facing the Remnant, would I ever try to take the Geos to beat the Remnant? And the answer is like, no. I would never take Geos against Remnant. So then I feel pretty confident in the matchup. All right. What do you guys think? Is this a solo? This has got to be a solo SLKR, right? Like, there's no reason to take in. They can't stun him. They could ability block him. Daze him. But I mean, I'm going to come into the battle and do my first sweep and kill a couple of them, right? And if I kill Iden, she can't revive. So, solo SLKR, right? Must work. Oh, we didn't kill Iden. Interesting. I honestly thought that would just like... Man, I overestimate my teams by so much sometimes. Like, how does an SLKR not even kill like but one trooper with that sweep? Or maybe there was a bunch of dodges and I just didn't see it. See what? Is that my best banners? If I lose Wat Tambor, I still get full banners. Yeah, I think C Wat is my best, because if I keep Wat alive, it's a lot of banners. If I lose Wat, it's basically the same as I would have had anyway. Alright, Sith Eternal versus Ewoks. Again, I don't think I would try to take Ewoks in to clean up a Sith Eternal. Let's put the Ewok Elder and the Nisa. Okay. Yep. Alright. And now we just let them give us an alt, right? Isn't that what we do here? Nice. We got the alt already charged up. Now all we got to do is get a couple turns. You know, a week and a half from now, we'll have some turns. Okay, there we go. There's one. Zap. We kept Watt alive, 67 banners. It was messy on the front wall. Shenanigoats hasn't played yet. Oh, good gravy. Okay, so what do we got? We have the Punishing One Executor. We have the Sith Fighter version of the Leviathan. So we can actually take on this with our Chimera fleet, right? Chimera still works against this nonsense, or it should. So he has not adapted the Dorito technology. Okay. And then we can do the mirror match against the Executor, and we still have Profundity to deal with the Radis. So if this is successful, then fleet is good to go. All right. Get some dodges going. Okay. Feels like something has gone terribly wrong here. We didn't get the Defender as a reinforcement yet. Stun. Yeah, I really don't like that our turn sequence seemed to be wrong. And we're losing this shuttle fast. Or the scythe. Yeah, I don't think this is going to be enough to heal up the scythe, but we'll try to keep it alive. Okay. Bring in another reinforcement. We did get the buff immunity. So let's go in here. We're managing to keep our scythe alive. That's nice. There's the bomb. Now we can get the tank out of here, and I feel like the Defender is the most important ship for us to keep alive. So we'll do that. Just go for damage. All right. Successoration. Gabriel says, yeah, I can imagine if you spent 20 years with only Vader, little Anakin would certainly disappoint. It would be like watching Sauron playing soccer with a friend as a toddler. You nailed it, Gabriel. You nailed it. Like, once you know the character's ultimate end, seeing them cavorting around having a good time just won't do. It just doesn't fit the character at all. Minnie says, I really did like the Han Solo movie. I liked seeing how Han met Chewie and Lando. Chewie is the bomb. The poo bomb. I waited a couple years to watch the Solo movie out of fear, and when I watched it, went, oh, it's fine. CG hasn't fixed the TIE Fighter bug yet. I also liked the Rogue One movie. That was pretty good. I liked Solo. I actually liked that movie more than most people did. What was the guy's name? Like Quinlan Voss or something like that. I thought he was an interesting villain. I thought Kira was an interesting character. And I mean, the actress that plays Kira's, what's her name? Emily Stone or something. She's a good actress. And then Enfys Nest, of course, was a great reveal in that movie. It's a predictable formula, though, right? So when you saw Enfys Nest right at the beginning, it's almost predictable in movies now, where you look at that stuff and you're like, okay, that's going to turn out to be a good guy character, and this is all a big mistake. And like, I don't know. You kind of feel like when somebody's supposed to be good instead of evil. So it wasn't a surprise that they were like on the wrong side of things, so to speak. But yeah, Enfys was a good reveal. I don't know, the whole Kessel Run thing and L3. There was a lot of good stuff in there. Han winning the Millennium Falcon in a card game. I thought it was good lore. And then I think, among like film critics who actually know something about film, I think, isn't it pretty much accepted that Rogue One is like the best cinematically of all the movies? And then I think among Star Wars fans, Empire Strikes Back is usually quoted as the best of the core movies. I liked Empire Strikes Back, but I don't necessarily share that feeling like it's as good as some people think it is. It's good, but it's not number one on my list anyway. All right. I think we'll just bring in the IG for damage here. Feeling like Fleetering here for a moment. This guy's Piet was Relic 8. So going into this fight against a Relic 8 Piet, it just feels like you're going to win automatically because you don't even have to coin flip. You're just going to go first. Right? So that feels pretty busted. Anybody who doesn't have their Piet at Relic 9, it is an unfortunate truth. Whether you're on offense or defense in Grand Arena, at any reasonable level, you have to put your Piet at Relic 9 or you'll be at a huge disadvantage in this matchup against any other Relic 9 Piet. So it definitely is the arms race type thing. And over-relicking your Cad Bane, I did a video on that. I think that's just also sort of an unfortunate side effect of the Punishing One meta. All right, I don't think we need anything special here. We'll just bring in the normal fleet for Pro Fun Diddy. And I expect that we'll wipe out this Radis fleet handily. I'm just going to go straight in on the tank. We'll use the basic because we don't need to poke anybody out of stealth or anything like that, so we can just take the tank out instantly. And then we can just work on Rey. We'll make sure that she doesn't get any buffs. Rey's Millennium Falcon with no buffs is not dangerous. Rey's Millennium Falcon that is dead is even less dangerous. So this battle is over. Fantastic. Good banners. Full clear. 1800. Did we hit 1800? 1812. If it was 1814, I'd sing you guys that song. In 1814, we took a little trip along with Colonel Jackson down the mighty Mississippi. Took a little bacon and we took a little beans and we met the bloody British at the town of New Orleans. That song's from like 1948 or something. That is an old song. Holy cow. I listened to that when I was a very young lad on my grandfather's record player. Put the 33s on 45 and then they would sing like very entertaining for kids to play with record players on adjusting the speeds. Most of y'all probably never had record players. Crazy. I remember picking on my mom for having a 8-track player in her car. And at that time, 8-track cassette, like the 8-track style cassettes, were probably only like 5 or 6 years old. But they'd already come out with cassette tapes. So it seemed old-fashioned. And when I think about it, the transition from 8 tracks to cassette tapes to compact discs to digital only media, it went fast. It went so fast. So fast. You know? CDs were my thing, right? Like when CDs were brand new, I bought a whole bunch of them. I had a whole CD collection. And then within, I don't know, 6 or 7 years, just don't need them anymore. Nothing's on CD anymore. Oh, the nostalgia. You meant Dryden Voss? Quinlan Voss is a Jedi. That's Ventress's boyfriend. Oh, okay. Dryden Voss. Dryden Voss is his name. Woody Harrelson was good in it too. Yeah, I agree. Empire's the best. My favorite one of the trilogy. I like how dark it was. Things were not looking very good for the rebels. Jedi's the first movie I watched in the theater. Same for me, Mindy. Same for me. I saw Return of the Jedi was the first Star Wars movie I ever saw, and it was in the theater. Yep. Same for me. Yep. The Tusken bundles gives the Zetas also? What? Question mark? The Tusken bundle gives the Zetas? Seven stars and Relic 5. Okay, we're going to do a cut screen here. We're going to cut. And then I'm going to just go ahead and buy these Tuskens right now, because I have to confirm that that's true. Close. Okay, what's going on here? Question mark, question mark, question mark. What is this? What is this? Guys, this is crazy. Look at this. Look at this in my inbox. A has purchased me a gift. Somebody has gifted me Jawas. Whoever A is, man, I love you. That is so cool. Big shout out. Guys, I didn't even know this. Somebody gave me the Jawas. How awesome is this? Fantastic. I can't even explain to you guys. Like, it's... I mean, it's $9.50. It's not the whole world. But the fact that somebody would think to send that to me, that is so awesome. Man, I appreciate you so much. That is so cool. Man, I'm in the best guild ever. All the drama aside every now and then. That is cool. All right, let's claim these. Let's claim these Yawas. All right. Continue. Finish. Let's go see. Let's go see what these Tuskens look like. Tuskens. Zeta on the Chieftain. Chieftain? Oh, so they give you his leadership Zeta. I mean, not bad. You can't complain about that, right? Grant Tusken allies 2 stacks of momentum. That's a Zeta. 2 stacks of momentum. Okay. So it's a Zeta. They give you a Zeta on the chief. But hey, I mean, a Zeta. We'll take it. And then the Jawas, no Zetas on any Jawas. Skill 7. Just puts them all at skill 7. Makes you do the Omegas and Zetas and all that. Crunch time's done. Oh, it only goes to 7. I'm actually going to have to put mods in these dudes now. Yawa Engineer. Yawa Scavenger. Very cool, very cool. Chrysanthemum gets the Zeta. Hondo as well, I think, says Ziggy. Make sure to buy the bundles on the web store to get the Kessel Run rewards. I didn't do that. They only give the Zeta if the Zeta is on level 7. That makes perfect sense. So if the Zeta level for the character is 7, they automatically set the skills to 7. So you get those Zetas. Makes perfect sense. Genius. You guys are geniuses. Yusses of Genes. I think there's some people in here who've joined recently who have not like-sabered. Please activate those like-sabers. Swish and flick. Oh wait, that's Harry Potter. Sorry. All right. So with any luck, the jukebox is just continuing, and hopefully I've got it threaded between all these scenes, and we've got seamless music. Okay, so I've only had a couple people give me feedback on the music. The people who've given me feedback said it's okay. It's good. Tell me what you guys like. If I make more music, what do you want me to make? Slower stuff, more like this? You like the hard rock, heavy metal? Want more easy listening? You like the more of the industrial stuff? You want some kind of Celtic slam music? I don't know, whatever. Let me know. Feedback is welcome and appreciated. All right, we are playing on the Lex Talionis project, a 7.3 million galactic power account. Galactic War Battles 1 4.8. So this account is only about a year old, but this is a lot of light speed. A lot of light speed. We've got Supreme Leader Kylo Ren and Kenobi already done, although my opponent did not put those on defense. So if my opponent watches this, if you want to skyrocket up through Grand Arena, put one of those characters on defense. I would suggest Jedi Master Kenobi. If JMK is on defense, I think most people, even some people with Galactic Legends like SLKR or Rey, probably don't get through your Kenobi. Even if you don't have a cat, I would put that team on defense and let my opponents deal with it. But okay. So, got quite a top-heavy opponent here. He has full cleared me with no dropped battles. And I have Revan, CLS, and then down here we have First Order with an Omicron and some kind of Separatist team here. We can Wampa this Separatist team. Just have to figure out what we're going to do here. So we can't do the 501st here because the aerial advantage won't work on Kylo Ren. CLS has a chance of timing out against this team. We can play the CLS team but put Dash up front. I think that gives us the best chance of getting through this. So basically we'll pick the CLS team, and then we'll boot CLS, put Dash instead, and we'll try to pick a Datacron. And then Dash should have enough damage. We should be able to get that crew. It's a Relic 8 Kylo Ren unmasked. So if we don't get it with this team, we may not be able to successfully negotiate this. I don't have the execute done yet. For example, we're working on the Sith Triumvirate. When I get that team done, that would be a good team to bring in here and just execute Kylo. But that team is not yet built for this account. Let's get rid of all these buffs. Try to get rid of Hux. Okay. Now let's try to get rid of the Omnomicron. Let's go. Big damage. Everybody. Die, die, die. Once we get this Omicron out of here, then we got to time out our kill on Kylo here. So let's work our way through this a bit at a time. Okay. Big damage, and then leave him alone. And damage here, and then leave him alone. And damage here. And confuse. Stun. Let's just try to get this Kylo dead, and then I think that's it. It doesn't look like we got enough damage to push through this Kylo. Let's go over here. Try to stack everything up for a big hit. We're not even getting close. Oh, I saw him dip to yellow there for just a second. Okay. Let's get this guy out of here before he causes any nonsense. Well, maybe we can't kill him either. Holy cow, look at this. Oh boy. Big hit. Nope. No, we're not getting it. All right. All right, big hit. All right. Over here. All right. Big hit. Okay, come on. Let's do this. Come on, Dash. Finish him off. Okay. Finished him off. Big hit. Let's do basic. Stuck doing what we have to do here for a second. Okay, now let's look for the sequence. There we go. Big hit here. Now. 1, 2. Nah. Too many debuffs on that. Can't get him. Okay, we got one more time trying the sequence here. Do that. That. Let's do this. Basic. Basic. Hit. Stun. Hit. Shrug. Basic. And then on the next hit, you do the big one. All right. Come on, Han. Your time to shine. Oh, so close. We got him. We got him. We got him. We got him. Perseverance. Never give up, y'all. Whew. All right, we're still in it. Still in it. I guess we could have Datacron to this Wampa. We're gonna target that B1 for what it's worth. Get some stacks off of him and just kill everybody else with counterattacks. Stealth says no. Okay, ramp. Smash. Okay. Newt. Then we're gonna have to womp with the what? Okay, Dooku. You're making me pretty unhappy here with that tenacity down. Got us. Okay, so that's it. That's game over. That's a loss. Stun ability block. Special damage, sun, shock, stun. Counter chance, critical hit immunity. Whenever an enemy falls below 100% health, they inflict tenacity down and healing immunity on themselves. I forgot about that. So as soon as my Wampa's health dipped below 100%, we were doomed. Okay, so we can't win this GAC. There's kind of no reason to continue. Oh, why not practice? Let's take troopers. Stark, Veers, all this stuff. We could practice with the troopers here. How's their turn meter? Looks good. We'll just go right on Kenobi here. And then we will drop the bomb on Bastila Shan. Looking for a kill to restore our turn meter. Not getting it. Not getting it. Let's drain turn meter now. A Relic 8 Kenobi looks easier to kill than a Gear 12 Bastila Shan. How? Why? This makes no sense. Drop the bomb here. Back to Basti. I guess this critical hit immunity is making her immune to damage or something. This is crazy. How is she this tough to deal with? Okay, come on. Get her. First real kill. Now Bindo. We have to prevent the revives. Good. More dazes. More of this. More of that. More of everything. Okay. Take that. It's weird that we're able to kill this Kenobi easier than some of his other good characters. Or, like, worse characters, I mean. Oof. Put her in stealth. Area of effect. Missed Kenobi. Kenobi just dodges. He's like, nah. Nah, I don't care. Okay, Relic 4 Revan here. Troopers too good. Troopers too good. One Relic 5 Trooper and a bunch of trash for the win. A CLS team with a bunch of miscellaneous stuff. Let's Jedi this. We got one chance. One chance. One dream. Let's go ahead and start weakening Luke. Maybe? Question mark. Oh boy. So many counterattacks. All right. Now what do we got? Let's hit Biggs. I'm content to not do the big slam with Anakin. Now I think we'll actually get kills because somebody went down low on health. Hey, look at that. 60 banners. All right, guys, we got to do this. We got to do this. You know why? Because we actually have a fleet. Look at this. Look at this, huh? Look at this. I won't say it's a real fleet. I won't say it's a real fleet. But it's Malevolence unlocked with a Gear 8 Grievous and Gear 12 Geos and garbage tier Vulture Droid. Let's go in and see how badly this First Order team owns us. Do you think if they keep up the pace of releasing Lightspeed bundles, it will ruin the game? I have to be careful how I say this. It has already so fundamentally changed the way the game plays that I think any damage done by the idea of Lightspeed bundles is already done. So, like somebody said earlier, them offering a 7-star negotiator to the people who purchased it, and they just have a 7-star negotiator now, is ridiculous. It's game breaking. It makes it so hard for the newer players. It's basically either A, you buy the Lightspeed bundles, or B, you're just simply left behind and can't compete. And I hate that. I hate that for new players. So that part of it, there's no putting the genie back in the bottle. You know, they did it. It's done. It's the way the game is played now. There's no going back. So I think that's fundamentally changed the game in a way that I don't like for new players. You know, but I don't think the pace of Lightspeed bundles changes things. I think what I don't like is that they only offer them once. I understand that it's a rarity thing, that we're going to offer this and we may never offer it again, so you better buy it. And it puts pressure on the buyer to spend. But what it means is if you weren't here when the First Order bundle came out, everybody got SLKR and you don't get them. If you weren't here when the gas bundle came out, everybody else got Negotiator and you didn't. And that's it. And I wish that they did the system differently, where every Lightspeed bundle that they've offered gets offered once every 6 months or something like that. If you see it once, it's coming back. It's coming back on a rotation. Everybody else got it. If you missed it, you can get it next time, you know. So I understand why they do it that way. But again, if you are a new player and you didn't buy a Lightspeed bundle and other people in your fleet shard did, you just don't catch up. You just don't catch up to that. That's what happened to the Lex Talionis account, you know. Lex was built, and then within a few weeks of building the account, they released the bundle that had the Raddus capital ship. And you could just click a button and buy the Raddus capital ship. And then Lex, for the next 10 months, got no fleet placement. I couldn't get fleet crystals because the entire fleet instantly filled up with 27 Raddus ships that any starting fleet that you work on has no chance of beating until I actually got my profundity, or, you know, until a person got their executor built. You just can't get fleet crystals if you're free to play. And that makes the free-to-play experience so much worse. It makes the free-to-play experience terrible. If you're new to this game, other people are buying Lightspeed bundles, you're left behind, you can't place in Fleet Arena, you go into Grand Arena, and you're in Bronzium with your 2 million galactic power like Lex here, and you're faced up against people with 7.3 million galactic power and 2 galactic legends. Like, if you didn't know how this game worked and how it was played, why would you want to play this game as a new player? I think that especially if you're a new free-to-play player, I think the game experience must be incredibly unrewarding. Buy Lightspeed bundles or lose. That's the message. So, yeah, I mean, I wish I could do something about it. I don't want to just, like, complain and be bitter. CG has the right to make their game. They have the right to make money off of it. But I do wish they'd do it a little bit differently. And for free-to-play players, for truly free-to-play people, why don't they offer some of these Lightspeed bundles sometimes completely for free? You know? Just click a button, just have it. You know, we want you to play the game. For businesses out there, man, everybody gives something away for free. You know, come into our restaurant and get a free lunch. Log into our website and get 50% off your first purchase. Like, discounts and free stuff are the way that you get new people interested in your business. It's how you get them in the funnel, so to speak. But this game has none of that. They don't use their they don't use their magic wand for the power of good. Okay, I'm done. I got to get off my soapbox before I just start turning into one of those other whining streamers who just complains about everything. What I'm trying to do is present it as fact-based and not just complaining about it, but saying, you know, I understand both sides of it, but I as a person wish that it was different because of how it affects the new player experience. It doesn't affect me so much as a player or person, but for new people joining the game, man, it's rough. Neil Vol says, I'm a bit behind in the stream. Sorry if you've covered this already, but I actually liked seeing Anakin happy as a child. It shows the full effect of the manipulation from Palpatine on him. So, I don't think it has anything to do with whether it's right or wrong to have him happy as a child. It's just my Darth Vader, the image that I have in my head of who this person was, doesn't fit. Like in my imagination, it's the other way around. Like that anger, that vindictive hatred, that has to be there from the start. That is something that's baked into the character. It's baked into that person's personality from a very young age. That's not something that, you know, that just gets brought out in a few casual conversations or a few intense conversations even. So I don't want to see Darth Vader as a happy-go-lucky kid and then get turned into Darth Vader. In my imagination, and this doesn't mean that this is canon or this is what it is, but in my imagination, he was always subject and had those a weakness to that type of emotion, you know. So I would see him as a very serious, you know, withdrawn child, somebody who can, at the age of 6 or 7 or whatever, maybe 8, I don't know what he was supposed to be in those movies for sure, but let's say he's 7 years old and he's already building his own droid. If you look at real world situations with children that are that smart and that far ahead of everybody else, they're not out on the playground on the swing with the other kids. They don't fit in and they know it. So I didn't see any of that. I saw a normal, well-adapted kid that had like midichlorian count off the chart and a 270 IQ. And for me, like in my own imagination, none of it fit. It just didn't make sense. Like that was not my vision. And the yippee part was where I lost it. And again, I'm not telling you all you have to agree with me. That was my take on it. If your shard could change so you're kept with people in similar ship GP, it would solve these problems. Gabriel says, interesting. Watching the movie Young, I saw Anakin as a person tormented by nightmares. He knew he could stop, but was told that he shouldn't. So he ends up losing everything he loved and cracked. The key word that defines the transition from Anakin Skywalker to Darth Vader is, let's say, two keywords: selfishness and paranoia. Those are the things that I felt like would drive Anakin to being Darth Vader, right? He did a lot of things that were very self-centered, selfish, self-motivated. And he had this paranoia about Padme, about the Jedi, about Palpatine, even about all of it. And I don't know if any of y'all have gone without sleep, but I've had periods in my life where my job was hard, and I worked like super late into the night, come home, get a few hours of sleep, go to work the next day. And I've had to do that a couple times in college, a couple times at work, where I went for days without enough sleep. And you become paranoid. Like it's weird. Like you think that everything somebody says has different meanings, and you start like really so I felt that feeling myself. I know what that feels like. So not to the extent that like people who really struggle with it might, but just from lack of sleep, getting to the point where I was like freaking out about normal things. And it really does change your behavior. It really does. And so anyway, I mean, but I never saw Anakin as a person who started out as completely normal and well-adjusted. I always thought of him as a, super smart outcast that ended up in this role, and then for his own selfish, paranoid reasons became evil. And liked it. Gave up a part of his soul to be that person, and then for the next, 20 years or whatever, he was just Darth Vader, and he liked it. So, don't forget that he wasn't like a good guy that went bad for a little while and was, redeemed by his son. He was a bad guy that went really bad and then liked it for a long time. Yeah, interesting. To me, Anakin's journey to Darth Vader should have been, what if Han Solo had been Force sensitive? A man wronged, hunted, and on the edge of everyone and everything. That's interesting. Yeah, I like that. Because Han is more of that outcast character who doesn't fit in, who's on the edge of things. Yeah. And that's how I would have seen Darth Vader as a kid. That's a very good analogy, JQ. I like that. All right, guys. Well, my GACs are done for the day. I have done my GACs. I will do more music. I'll try to put in more variations of stuff into the jukebox over the course of the next few GACs. If people listen to this later who weren't in the live stream, leave your comments down below. Let me know if you like the music, if you don't like it, if you want it heavier, lighter, more bass, anything. I was having fun playing around with the generator. I will have fun generating more, and I'll be happy to generate some different stuff that you guys might like. So let me know what you're thinking in the comments down below. I certainly would appreciate it. Remember to hit that like button on the way out if you didn't hit it on the way in. Subscribe to the channel to see more of this stuff in the future and have more fun conversations about Star Wars. And of course, we got the Discord. The link is up above, down below. It's a great community. It's a fun place. There's an Ask Loquitur channel. You can talk to me directly, ask questions, and I'll answer them when I'm able to try to help you out. Hope to see you over there. Thank you all for watching, and we'll see you all in the next Holocron.